makes a big difference from June to training camp time, and it gave us some extra time, and we were very high on him already based on last year, but we just kept getting better and better viewings on him, and to be able to get more and more convinced about his ability and projection, and we had him very high on our list, and we had some chances to move back and take a chance of maybe getting him later. But if there's one thing that I've learned over the 25 years that I've been involved with NHL teams, is that if you have one guy available so high on your list, you don't move back, you take him. If you have several guys, and let's say 3 guys available, and you're moving back 5, 6 spots, you can be assured that you're going to get one of those guys, or 90% sure, or whatever the percentage may be. But we had Igor in our top 10, and we weren't going to move back and take a chance that somebody takes him in between. So we're extremely happy to have him.
Next, we'll go to Mike A. Go ahead, Mike.
Question was asked and answered. Thank you.
All right, next question will go to Mark of the Hockey Writers. Go ahead, Mark. Mark, you there? Okay, we'll go to Jared Smalley. Go ahead, Jared.
Got me okay, Jarmo?
Yep.
Excellent. Just summarize your day. I mean, how you improved your hockey club today. Obviously, you announced a significant trade today, and then this pick tonight. I understand this pick tonight isn't necessarily a next year scenario. It's a long-term play. But overall, how did the Blue Jackets fare today, and the momentum you have for your future?
Well, we're happy with the trade we made today. We got a centerman that we've been looking for in Max Domi, and he's going to fill a hole for us that we've been looking to fill for a long time, and excited about him joining our club. He brings a lot of different qualities that we're looking for. He's competitive. He's feisty. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. He's got good hockey sense. He's got speed. So he's going to bring a lot of those things into our club, and he plays like a Blue Jacket. So we're excited to have him, and we added skill, we added scoring ability with our draft pick. So it was a good day.
Next, we'll go to Aaron Portzline. Go ahead, Porty.
Jarmo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You said you had Chinakhov in your top 10. Can you be more specific, and did you find yourself laughing when you saw where some teams had him, or where some ranking services had him or didn't have him, how little attention he was getting coming into the draft?
Well, with all due respect, we have our scouts for a reason, and that's who we believe in, and their list is the most important things, their reports. And as I said, we've been watching this guy, following this guy all year and into this year, and he was very high on our list, and we're excited to have him.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Hedge. Go ahead and unmute, Hedge. Okay, we'll go to Sean Rourke. Sean, go ahead. Nope, no Sean. Okay, we'll go back to Mike A. Race.
I got nothing. I'm just wondering if you're going to announce the signing of Domi tomorrow.
Probably not tomorrow, but we're working on it, and we're not worried at all that we're not going to get a contract done with him. And we have his rights for a minimum of 2 years. So he's excited to come here. We've talked to him. I talked to him personally. Torch talked to him, and our leadership group players talked to him. He's very excited to join our club, and I'm sure we can work out a contract.
Next, we'll go to Aaron Portzline.
Hey, Jarmo, the deal obviously has great meaning to you in terms of getting a skilled centerman back. Can you speak to your thoughts on Josh Anderson as he leaves this organization as after several years of being a pretty high impact player here?
Yeah, we have a very high opinion of Josh Anderson, both as a player and as a teammate and a good guy, and we're going to miss him. But when the rights to a player are expiring, you have to make hard decisions, and we made it very clear to him before this happened that if we can't agree on a contract, then he's going to get moved, and there was no gray area there, and we had to make this decision now to protect our asset and get the best return for it, and we were able to fill a need with Max Domi. So sometimes you may have to make those decisions, and then you move on and wish Josh the best of luck and thank him.
Okay, we'll try Mark. And Mark, you ready? Can you unmute, please? No, apparently not. Jeff Svoboda, go ahead, Jeff.
You mentioned, I guess I am live. You mentioned, obviously, you had Chenikov very high. What were the qualities that stood out to you and the scouting staff that made such a high pick? I mean, if you see some of the highlights, it looks like he has a pretty good shot. But what do you see in him, in his ability to develop and stand out at the next level?
Well, I think he has a very high skill level and great on-ice awareness. He can see the ice, make plays. He's got good one-on-one skill and a tremendous shot, as you mentioned. So he's got a lot of different qualities that we think is going to translate to the North American game and the NHL game. That's why we drafted him where we did, and that's why we had him so high on our list.
Okay, now we'll go to Sean Rourke. Go ahead, Sean.
Jarmo, this is somewhat related. I'm curious what the changes in his game were from last year to this year as you followed him that made him a more attractive player.
Well, it just keeps improving. And like I said in the beginning of this Zoom call, he played 21-30 last at KHL game and for an NHL coach. And everybody who knows Bob Hartley knows that he's not handing out ice time for free. You got to earn it. And he speaks very highly of Chinakov as well. And he's a player that we see a tremendous upside with. We think he's going to be a top two line player in the National Hockey League, and to get that kind of potential at the pick 21, we're very excited about it.
Next, we'll go to Brian.
Hey, Jarmo. Were you concerned? Did you have any concern at all that he was going to be there at 21, or did you guys kind of know he was going to be there at that point?
Well, you never know what the teams are thinking ahead of you, and we were fairly confident that he would be there, but there were also teams behind us that were trying to move up, and we didn't want to take a chance of moving back, even though we considered it long and hard. But like I said, one thing I've learned over the years is that when you want a guy and he's the only guy really that's that high that you have available and separates himself from any other group of players that's still available, then you take him.
Next, we'll go to Ken Campbell. Ken, do you have a question?
Yeah, Jarmo, Chinakov is a 2001, which, makes him 19 years old. I'm wondering if, that extra year, obviously that helped him, but I'm wondering how that might affect his development curve, and does that make him a little more NHL ready than maybe some of the other kids that you saw?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. I don't think that we're worried about drafting a little bit older player, and I don't think we're looking at who's going to be ready first. I think we're trying to project the career, and that's the main focus on it. I think some people may be concerned that he's gone through a draft. We're not. I remember taking David Perron when I was working for St. Louis, and that was a concern on him. It turned out pretty good for his career. And, as far as being ready, yeah, that could be a positive thing. But at the same time, I think the whole career is the main thing. And that's what we're trying to project always when we make our decisions.
We'll go back to Sean. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I'm also.
Okay. Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Jarmo, with some of the guys in the KHL, obviously there can be, contract stuff and trying to get him over here to North America. Do you know anything about that yet? Or is that a concern at this point?
No, he's got this year left on his contract, and when he's ready to come to North America and ready to play in the National Hockey League, I always have that belief that the best player in the world want to play in the best hockey league in the world, and you know, that's what we believe in this case as well.
Okay, looks, Ken, you have another question?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
All right, any more questions for Jarmo? Heads, do you have more?
Yeah, I have one more. Just, you know, with you guys signed Grigorenko, you've drafted, I think, 3 Russian forwards, each of the past 3 years. Gavrikov, and it's kind of getting a Russian feel. Is that just by coincidence, or are you guys kind of hitting Russia maybe a little harder with the scouting?
Well, I always get criticized for not taking the Finns, so I guess you know, I'd have to give it the same answer that the cover of the passports. That had nothing to do with it, and we just rank the players based on their ability, and that's it.